want to follow your logic, you're going to get a logical life. You're going to get a very logical success. If you want to follow your intuition, you going to have an extraordinary life. Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast. I'm Natalia, a certified hypnotherapist and a mindset shifter. Not too long ago, I was a broke, burned out, multi-passionate single woman to now making six figures effortlessly, marrying the love of my life and attracting what I want by using my unique bridge method. I'm here to help you achieve the results you want in any area of your life by owning your true unique self with less doing, less stress, and definitely less effort. Now let's jump to today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Hello, my gorgeous souls, and welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. So I'm coming to you after a very eventful morning. My son and I, we're going with a friend of mine. She has a 3-year-old. They're actually 5-6 months apart. So we decided to take the boys to a bubble show in Manhattan. It's called the Gazillion Bubble Show, I believe. And it was so much fun. It was so many bubbles. It was literally gazillion bubbles. Probably in my mouth, probably in my hair, soaking. So I literally, when I was washing Michael's hands, he still had soap after 2 minutes of washing his hands. So just so you know, we've been very extra clean. So I wanted to talk to you guys about something that felt so alive for me. And I know that so many of you are probably so confused about this topic. And it's about inspired action. And the reason why I'm laughing, because I already know what you're thinking. It's like, what the heck is inspired action? We hear it all the time in the manifestation world. We hear it in the self-development world. And it's really kind of vague. How you know what to do, how you know how to move through life, how you know if you should do A, B, or C, or D, or F. How you know? So I want to give you guys some clarity in this episode. And before I do, I want to remind you that we have a very special live event on September 23rd, which is a Monday, 23rd, 24th, and 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a live event called Break the Matrix. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to share with you information that I cannot share with you on any platform on social media. I'm going to share with you exactly what is happening and what is about to happen and how to prepare for it mentally, physically, and emotionally. And not only that, how to be truly abundant, how to break the matrix that you've been living in. If the reality you live in currently, working at your soul-sucking job, or being in a place that you're not happy, feeling like you're not yourself, you're not following your true desire and who you really meant to be in your life, and you don't even know who it is anymore. This is for you. And I honestly, if you feel pulled to, you're like, sounds interesting, go and join us for free. It's in the show notes. So all you got to do is put your email and you're going to get all the information there, a Zoom link, and it's going to be awesome. Because I'm going to do it not as a webinar, I really wanted to do it more of it as a conversation. I'm going to open the platform also for questions, conversations. That's the whole point, because as you waking up, I'm sure you feel the sense of loneliness, the sense of like, oh my God, my parents don't get me, my spouse don't get me, my friends like think I'm completely like like completely lost it. Whatever the case may be, know that you're not alone. And I want you to see how many people are there that actually understand what's happening and we're going to really talk about it and really create amazing connections on top of all the gold that I'm going to share with you. All right. So all you got to do is sign up in the description bar below. And let's talk about inspired action. Okay. So, as we understand, in order to be successful, if it's in business, if it's in life, if it's in love, if it's just in any area in your life, you cannot live by some kind of guidebook by somebody else, right? You can't just follow somebody else's step in order to achieve your own destiny and purpose, right? It's kind of ludicrous, but I did it, and I'm sure a lot of you still doing it, and it's fine. The whole point is follow your guidance, follow your internal guidance that will lead you into your ultimate purpose and success. We all been wired to have that, right? We just born with that, but we've been programmed not to trust it. We've been programmed to know that it's not safe for us, that it's not reliable, it's not practical, it's just stupid and dumb and all these things. But yet, you see a lot of people that are following the programming, following the steps that society, education, parents, everybody that tells them, and they end up being miserable. The reason why I'm talking about that is because when I ask Source, because before I do these episodes, I'm really kind of seeing what topic feels alive for me. And I I channel Source, I channel God to really ask him what his point of view of this topic to really see if I can bring something valuable for you. And something that beautifully was a very straight up, quick, and very easy sentence that just came to me was inspired action is just you don't need to argue with whatever it is that you want, whatever it is your intuition calls you to do. That is what inspired action is, according to Source. And I thought it was so interesting. So when we understand that inspired action, it's not what do you feel like doing all the time? Because a lot of times we can be sometimes following what's easy. Our ego can kind of like hijack, right? And kind of like persuade us to not do what's good for us. But it's about following your intuition. Your intuition, it's very kind of subtle voice that is, it's not your emotion, right? It's not happy or sad, it's neutral. And it's something you need to learn to cultivate and start listening to it and start trusting it. And because so many of us forgot how to listen to it, we don't even know how it sounds like, it's very, very hard to trust that. But basically, if you're thinking about how to create a successful business or what is the next steps for you, right? What is the next step? Like how you know what's the most potent action steps that you can take that is going to give you the most amount of ROI is asking your intuition. Asking your intuition. And as Source said beautifully, don't argue with that. Don't convince yourself that the answer you received is not good enough or is not sophisticated enough or is not whatever you thought it was. And it's interesting, whenever I come up with some kind of like idea of what it is that I want, right? We all have an idea what it is that we want. What is the outcome? And a lot of times it's just kind of like dump all the things that I think I need to do, the things that I learned, the things that I think I need to do, whatever. Just dump it around on one page. And what I like kind of to look at, right? Where I feel like drawn to, where my intuition kind of like pulls me into that. And that is what kind of the first step. Sometimes, if you kind of more, let's say, in a deeper relationship with your intuition, you can just ask your intuition, and your intuition is going to give you an answer. And a lot of times, it's not what you think that the answer should be, right? A lot of times, just like, oh, go on a walk for 5 minutes, or call this person, or go to the fridge and get yourself a yogurt, or something completely random. You're like, source, I need money in my bank. What are you talking to me about going to the beach right now? Like, this is not practical. Come on. But that is exactly how inspired action works. It's never the practical thing. It's always the energy that we need to be in order to receive some kind of a download. Or we're going to meet some kind of person that is going to be super important for our career or our business. Or is it going to be just this conversation with a random person that is going to inspire this $1 million idea? But if you are arguing with that and you saying to yourself, like, no, you are shoveling and you're shoving this intuition, this guidance. And when you're not listening to something, it's going to stop talking to you. It's not stop talking to you, but it's just going to, the sound is going to be so, so, so low that it's going to be very, very hard for you to really listen to with all the noise that we have around us. So really think about what it is that you want. And every single day, what I like to do when I'm done my meditation practice, I do my movement, is really sit down and ask myself what it is that I want today. Look at my goals that I have for the year, I mean, and really see, okay, where I am in compared to where I want to be, right? And I really ask my intuition, what do you want me to do? What should I do? What should I know? What should I be? What would you have me do? What would you want me to say? What would you want me to be or do? And really tune into the answer. And the way that I kind of like to receive answers, because a lot of times you're going to feel like there's a void, there's no answer, and there's never, your intuition is always talking to you. You just don't know how to interpret it properly. And sometimes no answer is an answer, right? Sometimes no answer means, okay, it's either you need more time or it's not the right time, or it's do nothing and it's just going to come to you. Sometimes it's that's the answer. But to receive an answer, a lot of times I like to kind of step back energetically, not feel like in my body so much, almost like pull your energy back and just allow what comes up right in front, kind of like in the center of your being, what comes up, what knowing. And the more, again, you're going to practice this on a daily basis by keep asking this question, keep listening, right? Listening. And the key component is not only listening, but also following whatever that intuition asks you to do. You're going to see how your life is going to be transformed from ordinary life to extraordinary life. Because if you want to follow your logic, you're going to get a logical life. You're going to get a very logical success. If you want to follow your intuition, you going to have an extraordinary life. And that is why we're here. As a soul, we didn't choose to be here to have a safe, boring, mundane, kind of like vanilla, no nothing, right? That is not what we here for the, oh my God, I can't believe this is my life. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this opportunity just came to me. I can't believe I met this person. I can't believe all these things that are happening. But only your intuition that is connected to infinite wisdom, is connected to source. This is the way to move through life by listening and following it. And as I said, the more you're going to listen, the more you're going to practice is on the smaller things in life. So for instance, what should I eat today? Or which route should I take today? Which piece of clothing should I wear today? Start kind of like asking yourself and see how does it feel to have the yes? How does it feel to get the no? How does it feel to what kind of how your body, how your intuition communicates with you? And if you want more support on this and really understand how you're meant to listen and following your intuition and your internal guidance, I actually offer human design reading level 1 and 2 that is going to really help you to go deeper into your energetic blueprint, how you meant to move through life, how you meant to make decisions, what is your it factor, what it is that you need to know about yourself. And it's truly so transformative because it gives you so much clarity of how you really who you really are. Because a lot of times we think that the things that people tell us, oh, you should change this, or you're lazy, or you're this, there's actually the gold nuggets of what you are. And because you suppress it, you're not fully fulfilling and you're not expressing your authentic self. And then you're not having an authentic and truly extraordinary life that you want because you're living by others, people, perception, beliefs, thoughts. And that is not the life that you want. And if you want to break the matrix, you have to start living your life and making decisions and moving through life through your internal guidance, not external guidance. We are moving from completely different frequency of Pisces, right? And now we're going to Aquarius age where we had the one ruler, right? We have the one leader that we all needed to listen and follow their command. And now the power comes back to us. The power comes back to the people. But the biggest gap that we see right now, that people are so conditioned to listen, to value others' people's opinion over their own, that they suppress their intuition in themselves so much for so long, for generations, that this is the work that we need to do right now, is to strengthen our intuition, to strengthen our muscles, and slowly, almost like a baby that learns how to walk again and learn to listen to our intuition, how to trust it and see it as safe. And I'm telling you, there's no going back. After you start listening to intuition, you literally will not be able physically to do anything against your intuition. And that's what's happening to me. When I feel like a no is a no, or I feel I need to do something, I'm going to do it. And that is the thing. Like, I remember when I was working, and it was really busy. And I remember, like, I asked my intuition, like, what should I do in order to get X amount? I remember he told me to go take a nap. I was like, what do you mean? I cannot take a nap. I'm working. I'm gonna get fired. I can't go take a nap. That is insane. But again, your intuition is connected to source. Your intuition always know what's the best thing for you. Knowing your circumstance, knowing what you are, what you're about, what's happening, it will never put you in danger. It's always going to keep you safe and thriving. So the moral of the story, that I took this nap, and I cannot tell you, I will never forget this nap that I took for 30 minutes. I don't even remember, right? 30 minutes. And I remember I closed like 4 jobs, like 4 proposals that were just signed and approved while I was napping. And I was shocked. I was like, this is insane. I want everybody to know this hack. And that is why I'm teaching it to more people, to know that it's safe for you, not only to rest, not only to relax, but more in going deeper is to trust your intuition. And that is what we're doing here. So while you're listening to intuition, you're trusting your intuition, the inspired action is going to be so much easier for you to understand and also to follow. So you can't just inspired action, right? It's not like, what do you feel inspired to do? It's what your intuition will give you, almost like the roadmap to your success in the most funnest and the most amazing possible way. So if you want to learn more about this, and we're going to go deeper in the Break Matrix event, the 3-day event, we're going to go really deep on how to make decisions. We're going to learn about how to break out of the matrix. Like this, literally, I can't even explain to you because it's going to be so freaking amazing. We're going to learn truly how to break it on a more practical way, what is actually happening, how to really live in a life that is authentically you, and expressing it and living it, and truly live your ultimate life without leaving your 9 to 5, without taking your whole entire family, live somewhere in the woods in Bali and drink ayahuasca all day. No, no, no. We're going to break the matrix and we're going to live our best freaking life while we're in the matrix, because that is the work. And we're going to do this work together. So I'm so excited. If you are not yet registered, go registered. It's free. And I can't even tell you how incredible that's going to be. And with that, my loves, I hope you're having a great week so far. Enjoy wherever you are. And I'll see you in our next episode. Bye.